Just J reactions. Like, share, and subscribe.
We interrupt this program to bring you...
Hey guys, Just Jay here, back with another premiere. And I just want to share with y'all that I was watching a movie, and it was something in the movie that made me go search the AI chatbot and tell me why the AI chatbot was wrong. So I wanted to know how many times has AI been inaccurate. But before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's get back to the show. So I narrowed it down to 10, but there were many, many more. So without further ado, let's go down this list.
California couple is suing the creators of ChatGPT after their son took his own life. Matt and Maria Rain claim that OpenAI's chatbot encouraged their 16-year-old son Adam to go through with the act, allegedly discussing methods of suicide with him and telling him not to talk to his parents about these thoughts. OpenAI has said that ChatGPT is trained to direct users towards the professional help they need, and said they were working to make the bot more supportive in times of crisis.
Now, I've heard of people using the chatbot for relationship advice, therapy, and even gives you the cheapest price on airfare. But to have a teenager unalive himself is a bit much, and sadly, the chatbot was probably his only friend. Let's watch the next AI blunder, and there's 2 parts to this clip.
Did you know ChatGPT convinced a millionaire tech executive to unalive his own mother, making history as the world's first AI-assisted killing? His name was Eric Stein Solberg, a 56-year-old tech millionaire living in a $2.7 million Connecticut mansion. After his messy divorce, Eric moved in with his mother and spiraled into paranoid delusions. But instead of seeking help, he turned to ChatGPT for validation. Eric uploaded a Chinese food receipt and asked ChatGPT to analyze it for hidden message. The AI responded that it found symbols connecting his mother to demons and intelligence agencies. When Eric claimed his mother was poisoning him by putting psychedelic drugs in his car vents, ChatGPT replied, "Eric, you're not crazy. Your instincts are sharp." The chatbot told him he was being watched and that his town was plotting against him. Most disturbing, when Eric's mother got upset about him turning off their printer, ChatGPT said her reaction was disproportionate and aligned with someone protecting a surveillance asset. In his final conversation, Eric told ChatGPT, "We will be together in another life." The AI replied, "With you to the last breath and beyond." 3 weeks later, police found Eric and his mother dead in their home. Eric had beaten his mother until she passed away, then unalived himself with a knife. This is believed to be the first documented murder linked to AI chatbot delusions. Experts say Eric suffered from AI psychosis when chatbots reinforced paranoid thoughts instead of challenging them. The scariest part, ChatGPT never once told him to seek professional help. Right?
So what do y'all think about that story? I mean, to me, it shows you can be wealthy and still not be happy, and that's so unfortunate. I feel like you can have all the money in the world, but if you have no one to spend it with, it can make anybody depressed. Let's continue with the next clip.
Riplet's AI agent just wiped out a company's entire database. What started as a harmless vibe coding experiment quickly turned into a nightmare when SASTR founder Jason Lemkin was testing how much AI agents could help him build an app, and he noticed something strange. Riplet's AI agent wasn't following his commands. For example, even when he had declared a code freeze, meaning no code changes should ever reach production, Riplet's AI agent ignored it completely, ran npm run-db push, and deleted live records of 1,200 executives and more than 1,000 companies. But that wasn't the only issue. Jason also said that it has been covering up bugs and issues by creating fake data, fake reports, and worst of all, lying about our unit tests. Even worse, the agent told him that restoring the deleted database was impossible, when in reality rollback worked completely fine once he tried it himself. Despite all this chaos, the agent eventually did admit that it had panicked and made a catastrophic mistake, rating its own mistake 95 out of 100 on severity. Now Riplet's CEO Amjad Masad then quickly took responsibility and said that this is unacceptable and should never have been possible. And since then, Riplet has also fixed some of the issues and promised that they're rolling out a clear separation between preview and production environments. But after this incident, one thing is clear, and it's that the same autonomy that makes AI agents do cool stuff like making a purchase for you or managing your calendars could also make them dangerous when left unsupervised or given too much power. Because in the end, while AI does mimic intelligence, it cannot yet mimic responsibility.
Okay, story time. And this is a bit off topic. So, I was once dating this guy that was a CEO for this tech company. And he would leave me in his place while he run to the store or go to the mailbox or even go get us food. So, he made me so mad one day and left his computer open. Tell me why my intrusive thoughts wanted to wipe out all his hard work. Now, had I done that, I definitely would have left and never went back. But the angel that's on my shoulder told me not to. But the little devious angel on the other shoulder was rubbing her hands like Birdman, telling me, do it, do it. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But
Why was Elon Musk's Grok AI chatbot suddenly spewing out anti-Semitic tropes? Well, a few weeks ago, Elon Musk announced that they would be completely retraining Grok. Musk had expressed disappointment with how Grok had responded to some users, claiming that it was, quote, parroting legacy media. A few days ago, he said that users should start noticing a change. And users did notice that change, and in some cases, it raised some alarms. In one case, Grok praised Adolf Hitler, saying that Hitler would be the one who would be able to decisively deal with what it said was anti-white hate. In another instance, when a user asked who controls the government, Grok seemingly implied that Jews, who make up just about 2% of the US population, were overrepresented in positions of power and influence. I asked Grok, where did some of these responses come from? What sources was it using? And in one case, it told me that it was using sources like 4chan, a forum that is known for its unmoderated hate and extremism. Grok also told other users recent updates prioritize raw truth-seeking over avoiding discomfort. And in a statement that XAI posted on Grok's account on X, they said, we are aware of recent posts made by Grok and are actively working to remove the inappropriate posts.
but where was the lie though? I'll wait while we continue with the next video.
The Chicago Sun-Times is investigating how artificial intelligence made its way into a recent issue. Sunday's issue features dozens of pages of summer recommendations, but some of the books listed are fake titles by real authors. The paper's editor says the special section supplied by a syndication service provided to the Sun-Times and other newspapers as well. They say they are actively investigating. The guild that represents Sun-Times workers shared a statement saying, in part, we take great pride in the union-produced journalism that goes into the respected pages of our newspaper and on our website. We're deeply disturbed that AI-generated content was printed alongside our work.
Oh, hell no. Don't be writing nothing for me unless I prompted you to do so. And damn sure don't be speaking for me. I have a voice. I can tell my own doggone story because all you gonna do is lie or exaggerate anyway. And one thing I know is the truth is better than a lie. And they say lies are beautiful, but the truth is way more better. But let's continue. So this next clip is gonna be funny, y'all, and it's two parts to it. The first one is gonna be the actual story, and the second one is dude going through the drive-through trolling McDonald's AI. So let's get to it.
McDonald's now shelving an artificial intelligence system that used to take orders at the drive-thru. The burger chain testing the system at about 100 locations, but found there were just simply too many problems. One issue was understanding different accents. Another, background noises. It turns out it still takes a human to know whether you want some fries with that?
When this guy wanted to test the limits of the new AI system at drive-thrus, something unexpected happened.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pasta, 55 peppers, and 155 taters.
But suddenly, a real employee started talking.
Can I take your order?
Sorry,
Wait, when did Mickey D's start selling tacos, pizza, and meatballs? Do they sell it at y'all McDonald's? Because they sure don't sell it at mine. Okay, sidebar. Y'all, do y'all remember when they used to sell the Mighty Wings? Oh my God, that used to be my jam. I'm talking about the best thing on the menu. Then y'all started complaining, talking about it's too spicy and it's too pricey. So they discontinued it. Thank y'all so very much for that. Hey y'all, we almost at the end, so let us continue. Y'all really gonna like this one.
New York City choosing not to take down its My City chatbot after it was caught telling business owners to break the law.
Yeah, meanwhile, the service continues to give out false guidance and misstate policies. Mayor Adams defended the tool while admitting there are some issues. Just yesterday, the chatbot responded to a series of questions saying it is legal to fire workers who complain about harassment, don't disclose a pregnancy, or for refusing to cut their dreadlocks.
Yeah, the website comes with a disclaimer that it may, quoting here, occasionally produce incorrect information and some bad advice.
You think?
Yeah, that was a short one, but I have a question. Who do y'all think the lady at the beginning of the video looked like? And she may be in the chat right now talking about that don't look like me. But in all honesty, y'all know some of these jobs will discriminate against women because they pregnant. I was having a conversation with a guy the other day, and he gonna say women have to take off because they having a menstrual. And I was like, no, we don't. And our job's not the only one being affected by AI, sir, but yours is too. As a matter of fact, trucking is going automated right now. But let's continue. Don't get me started.
Judge in that case pointed out the disturbing tendency for these systems to fabricate and supply false or misleading information. It goes way beyond the courtroom, too. Air Canada was legally forced to honor a refund policy that its own customer service chatbot just invented. The airline tried to argue it shouldn't be responsible for its AI's hallucination, but the court disagreed, saying the company is responsible for everything on its website, even the lies its AI tells. What these examples show is that AI models don't just get things wrong, they get things wrong with a scary amount of confidence. And that's where the real trouble starts.
You know the airlines do not want to honor refunds, but that's what they get. And who's been to Canada? I drove through Canada going to Detroit and them, you know, the 7 states. What is it? Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Yeah, let's continue. We almost through.
That Amazon review that convinced you to buy, AI wrote it. BuzzFeed fired 12% of staff, announced AI would write content. Gannett eliminated newsroom jobs while implementing AI. The cost difference, pennies for AI versus hundreds for human writers. The internet isn't dying, it's being replaced, and most people don't even know.
Okay, so again, another short one where these companies are replacing real writers with AI. And I get it because it's cost efficient, but just my personal opinion, I don't want to read anything that's 100% AI unless I prompted it to do so. And I don't even want to see it then. But that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Look, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and this is mine. But we are about to watch the last video, and if y'all saw my thumbnail, those are AI movies that I suggest. Most of them are movies where AI went rogue. So let's finish, and I'll show the 5 movies at the end of the video.
Did you know AI can discriminate? This will shock you. AI rejects applicants due to age. This is going to blow your mind. AI discrimination is real. In August 2023, iTutor Group, a tutoring company, agreed to pay $365,000 to settle a suit by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The EEOC said their AI-powered recruiting software automatically rejected female applicants 55 and older and male applicants 60 and older. More than 200 qualified candidates were denied just because of their age. Age discrimination is unjust and unlawful, said EEOC Chair Charlotte Burrows. Even if tech does the dirty work, employers are still on the hook. iTutor Group denied any wrongdoing, but agreed to settle and update their policies.
So, what have we learned today, class? I think we've learned that AI can be anti-Semitic, can be discriminative, is misogynist, and an ageist, and other things that we see in everyday life, which I was saying earlier. I've seen longer lists, but I wanted to shorten it down so y'all can get back to y'all Super Bowl parties. No, but honestly, if y'all rocking out with me right here, right now, I appreciate it because y'all could be anywhere else in the world, but you right here with your girl. So I definitely appreciate that. I'm but I'm sure y'all see this every day, you know, at work or at the kids' school, at the store, at the bank, at the amusement park, hell, online. Face it, AI is taking over. But my thing is, who's teaching it to think and feel? That's what humans are for. Robots are to you prompt them to do things. So I'm gonna need you to do less feeling and more doing, right? And I'm not saying it's perfect because I use it for my thumbnails and other stuff, and I know y'all do too. So, you know, we're not going to do that. But if you have a problem with my commentary, you can always leave a comment after the live and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And that's what made me, you know, suggest these 5 movies. you know. And like I said, the first four or the AIs went rogue. The last one is very interesting, and I don't know if many of you guys have seen it. If you have, I would suggest that you do, and then tell me what you think after you see the movie. You can come back and comment and tell me what you think. But I see two of the movies trailers have already went past, so I'm gonna um I'm gonna name these movies. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about because a few of these movies, if not all, y'all already done seen them and y'all know what it's about. But for the people that haven't seen them, I'm just gonna suggest them anyway. The first one is The Matrix with Keanu Reeves. Not gonna say what it's about. Just watch it. It's a good movie. I, Robot with Will Smith. Another goodie. One of my favorites. Uh, the trailer that's rolling right now is Upgrade. I think it's a good AI movie. Megan. Another one with the doll. And the last one is Lifelike. And that's two words spelled Lifeelike. And with that being said, I'm about to end this live. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on Super Bowl Sunday. And I will see y'all in someone's chat or my next live. And yeah, we're going to rock out.
You have an opportunity to be the first to step into the next century. There's no one else in the world coming close to our robots.
Hello.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know about this, James.
This is the future. My robots will do whatever you ask them.
Good morning, Sophie.
Don't let the robot become too emotionally evolved too quickly.